There's something I've noticed as I've gotten older. Life starts to feel a little lighter when we stop carrying the weight of other people's negativity. Have you ever had that moment where you leave a conversation or a gathering and just feel drained? Like your energy has been siphoned away, and you're left wondering why you even bothered? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. After 60, we've earned the right to surround ourselves with people who lift us up, not drag us down. And yet, so many of us hold onto relationships out of obligation, guilt, or just plain old habit, even when those relationships do more harm than good. So today, let's talk about why it's not just okay to let go of toxic people at this stage of life. It's necessary. In fact, I'll give you 5 powerful reasons why walking away from negativity might just be the best thing you do for yourself this year. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but these are people I've known for years. How can I just cut them out? And I get it. Change is never easy, especially when it comes to relationships. But here's the thing, your time, your energy, and your peace of mind are precious. And after 6 decades or more on this planet, you've worked too hard to let anyone take that away from you. So, let's start with the first reason. Toxic people steal your joy, and you don't have time for that anymore. Think about it. How many moments have you lost to someone else's drama, complaints, or negativity? Maybe it's the friend who always has something to criticize, or the family member who leaves you feeling guilty no matter what you do. These interactions don't just fade away, they linger, coloring the rest of your day, maybe even your week. And here's the truth, life after 60 is too short to spend it tiptoeing around someone else's bad mood. You deserve to fill your days with laughter, warmth, and people who make you feel good about yourself. Letting go of those who constantly bring you down isn't selfish, it's an act of self-respect. Now, the second reason, toxic relationships can actually harm your health. You might not realize it, but constant stress, anxiety, or emotional exhaustion from difficult people can take a real toll on your body. Studies have shown that chronic stress can lead to higher blood pressure, weakened immunity, and even a greater risk of heart disease. And let's be honest, at this stage of life, protecting your health isn't just important, it's essential. Think about how you feel after spending time with someone who's always negative versus someone who leaves you feeling uplifted. It's like night and day. Your body knows the difference, even if your mind tries to rationalize staying in those draining relationships. So ask yourself, is keeping this person in your life really worth the cost to your well-being? And that brings us smoothly to the next point, because once you start making space for positivity, you'll be amazed at how much lighter life can feel. One of the most beautiful things about getting older is the clarity that comes with it. Suddenly, the things that used to bother us don't seem so important anymore, and the things that truly matter shine even brighter. That's why the third reason to let go of toxic people is this: after 60, you deserve relationships that nourish your soul, not drain it. Think about the people in your life who truly see you, the ones who listen without judgment, who celebrate your wins, and who offer a hand when you need it. Those are the connections that make life richer. But toxic relationships? They're like weeds in a garden. They take up space, steal nutrients, and keep the flowers from blooming. Maybe it's the friend who only calls when they need something, or the sibling who still holds onto grudges from decades ago. Whatever the case, ask yourself, does this person add light to my life, or do they dim it? Because at this stage, you've earned the right to be selective. You don't have to cut people out with a big dramatic goodbye. Sometimes, it's as simple as stepping back, setting boundaries, and letting the relationship fade naturally. And that leads me to the fourth reason: letting go of toxic people creates space for better connections. Nature abhors a vacuum, and so does life. When you remove what isn't serving you, you make room for what could: new friendships, deeper bonds with those who truly care, or even a renewed relationship with yourself. I've heard so many stories of people who, after distancing themselves from negativity, suddenly found themselves meeting kindred spirits, whether it was through a hobby, a community group, or even just striking up a conversation with a friendly neighbor. The truth is, the world is full of good people. But if we're too busy pouring energy into the wrong ones, we might miss them. Now, I know this isn't always easy. There's a fifth reason waiting to be unpacked, one that ties everything together: But before we get there, let's take a moment to reflect. Because this isn't just about saying goodbye to what hurts, it's about saying hello to what heals. And that's where the real magic happens. And that brings us to the fifth and most liberating reason of all: letting go of toxic people is a gift to your future self. Imagine waking up each day with a sense of lightness, knowing you're no longer carrying the weight of someone else's negativity. Picture having the emotional space to pursue what truly lights you up, whether it's traveling, rediscovering an old passion, or simply enjoying quiet mornings without dread or drama. This isn't about holding grudges or blaming others. It's about honoring the life you've built and the time you have left. After 60, every moment becomes more precious. Why spend those moments with people who make you feel small, stressed, or unappreciated? You've weathered enough storms. Now is the time to bask in the sunshine. I'll leave you with this thought: letting go isn't an act of loss, it's an act of love. Love for yourself, love for your peace, and love for the joy that's still waiting to fill your life. So take a deep breath, trust your instincts, and don't be afraid to gently close the door on what no longer serves you. The right people, the ones who uplift and cherish you, will always find their way in. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever stepped away from a toxic relationship? How did it change your life? Share your stories in the comments below. Your wisdom might inspire someone else to take that brave step too. And if this resonated with you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more conversations like this. Remember, life's too short for anything less than happiness. Here's to your next chapter. May it be your brightest yet.